Hello everyone! In this video you're going to learn how to boost your balance. I'm Silvia Mezzasoma and this is Idea Tango. I'm sure I don't have to tell you why having a good balance is of paramount importance both in and outside tango. In everyday's life, a good balance prevents us from falls and injuries. And in all sports, both the static and dynamic balance play a key role. And in tango, they allow us to move with lightness, control and presence whilst maintaining an extraordinary connection to our partner. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 8 exercises that we are going to execute together. This time, there's not much technique involved, but lots of practice. However, there is some technique that is fundamental for your balance and is the posture technique. You can review it in my previous video. I'm going to leave you the link in the description here below. We are going to execute the exercises without shoes so you can feel and use more the floor and I can better show you the movement of the feet. If you are a follower, I recommend that once you master the exercises without shoes, you practice them also in high heels. But before we go to the exercises, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to turn on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my new videos. We stand, we move our weight on the left foot and we lift the right foot off of the floor. We look for a comfortable and controlled balance. We check our posture. We make sure that the toes of the left leg are relaxed and spread on the floor, that the left leg is stretched with a relaxed knee, that the hip flexor of the left leg is lengthened and so is the spine lengthened towards the ceiling. The rib cage is closed, the abs and the back activated. The hips and the shoulders are parallel to the floor. The left hip and the left shoulder are aligned on top of the left foot. From here, we move our axis to the metatarsal, so to the ball of the foot, and back to the center, to the heel, and back to the center. We explore our ranges, so we go again to the metatarsal, make sure that the toes are always relaxed on the floor, they don't grab the floor, and to the center, and to the heel, and to the center. Last time, metatarsal, center, heel, center. Now we move our axis to the metatarsal and we keep it there. At the same time, we bend the left knee. When we bend the left knee, we make sure that if we draw a line from the knee to the floor, this falls in between the first and the second toe. And we stretch and we keep our axis on the ball of the foot. And we bend again. The more we bend, the more the spine lengthens to the ceiling. And we stretch. And last time, we bend and we stretch. And we repeat with the right leg. Once again with the other leg. We move our weight on the right leg. We lift the left leg off of the floor. We look for a controlled and relaxed balance. So make sure that your posture is correct. Toes are relaxed and spread on the floor. Leg is stretched with a relaxed knee. The hip flexor of the right hip is lengthened, spine lengthened towards the ceiling, rib cage closed, abs and back activated. Shoulders and hips parallel to the floor. Right hip and right shoulder aligned on top of the right foot. And from here we move our axis to the metatarsal, back to the center, to the heel, back to the center. And metatarsal, when you go to metatarsal, make sure that the toes are always spread and relaxed on the floor. And back to the center. Heel and center. Metatarsal, center, heel, center. We go to the metatarsal, to the ball of the foot. We bend the right knee, making sure that if we draw a line from the knee to the floor, this falls in between the first and the second toe. And we stretch, keeping the axis to the metatarsal. And we bend again. The more we bend, the more the spine lengthens towards the ceiling. And stretch. And last time, we bend and we stretch. Once again, we move our weight to the left leg. We lift our right leg off of the floor and we try to find the same posture and balance as the previous exercise. Now we project the right leg in front without changing anything else in the rest of the body. You don't move forward the hips and you don't sit on the standing leg. Nothing changes apart the free leg that projects forward and collect. And once again, project forward, the free leg is active and has energy from the groin till the tip of the toes. And collect. And last time, project and collect. Now we're going to project to the side. Again, make sure that nothing changes in the rest of the body. And collect. And project. Make sure that both hip flexors are long. And collect. Stretch out the leg as far out as possible. Reach out with energy and active and collect. And to the back. Stretch back. And make sure that the upper body doesn't go forward. And make sure that the back leg is completely stretched. And collect. And again, back. Control the movement. Nothing changes in the rest of the body. It's just the free leg working. And last time. And collect. And we change leg. We move now the weight to the right leg. We lift the left leg off of the floor. Once again, we find the balance and posture as the previous exercise. And from here, we project forward and we collect. Only the free leg works, nothing changes in the rest of the body. Forward and collect. The free leg has energy and is active from the groin till the tips of the toes. And collect. We go to the side. Stretch the leg as far out as possible with control. And collect. Both hips flexors are long and lengthening. And collect. And last time, make sure that your balance is kept and the rest of the body is stable and controlled. And we go to the back, project backward. Make sure that the upper body doesn't bend forward and make sure that the back leg is completely stretched. And collect. And one more. Lengthen the hip flexors and collect. And last time. And collect. The purpose of the exercise is to make sure that the free leg is out of the floor all the time. We now take a step forward with the left leg and immediately look for the balance on the left leg by lifting the right leg off of the floor as soon as possible. Search for the balance and alignment that you have experienced so far. Then we step forward with the left leg and we immediately find the balance by lifting the right leg off of the floor. Look for a stable, controlled and comfortable balance. Once again, with the left leg, we go to the side. Right leg lifts off as soon as possible. Searching for your balance here. Make sure that both hip flexors are long and the spine is long towards the ceiling. And again with the left leg, we go to the back and lift. And make sure that the entire body is active, the abs and the back are activated. And we repeat once again with the left leg. And forward lift, find your balance. And side lift, find your balance. And to the back, back lift. And last time with the left leg. And forward lift. And side lift. And backward lift. And we repeat everything with the right leg. And step forward with the right leg, lift the left leg off of the floor as soon as possible. Find for your balance, stable and controlled. And we go to the side with the right leg. Side, lift the left leg off of the floor. Find your lengthening and activation in the body. And once again, we go backward with the right leg. And step and lift. And make sure that you are stable and controlled. And once again, we repeat with the right leg. And forward, lift. Lengthen the hip flexors, lengthen the spine towards the ceiling. And to the side. Step and lift. Close the rib cage, activate abs and core. And to the back. And step and lift. And we repeat once again with the right leg for the last time. And forward lift And make sure that you are stable. And side lift. Find your alignment. And make sure that nothing changes in your posture. We now use a support. If you don't have a ballet bar, no worries. It can be a chair, a table, or the counter of the kitchen. We stand now on 2 feet with feet together, and slowly and in a controlled way, we go up on a releve. Make sure to use your support as little as possible, just with 2 fingers, and make sure that your ankles remain aligned with the knees and the second toe of the feet. Then we raise down, always in a controlled way, and we remain with the axis on the ball of the feet, and we bend our knees. Make sure that if we draw a line from the knee to the floor, this falls once again in between the first and the second toe. And we stretch the legs and we repeat. And we raise up on the releve. Make sure that you stretch your toes and your ankle as much as possible, reaching your highest releve. Indeed, if you reach a lower releve, it might feel easier, but will not help you in keeping the balance. And we go down slowly and in a controlled way. We reach the floor with the heels, we keep the axis on the ball of the feet, and we bend the knees. And slowly we stretch the legs. And we repeat for the 3rd time. And up slowly in a controlled way on your highest releve. Keep the balance there for a second, use your support as little as possible. And down in a slow and controlled way to bend the knees. And stretch your legs. We now repeat the entire exercise, but only with one leg. So we stand on the left leg, we lift the right leg off of the floor, and we make sure that stays off of the floor. We move our axis on the metatarsal of the left leg, and we rise on a releve. Use your support as little as possible. Make sure that your highest releve is reached. And slowly and controlled go down on the heel. Maintain the axis on the ball of the foot. Bend the knee. The more you bend, the more the spine lengthens towards the ceiling. And slowly stretch the leg. And again, releve up. Make sure that the entire body is active and controlled. And slowly down. And we bend the knee. Make sure that the knee falls between the first and the second toe. And we stretch the leg. And last time, up to your highest releve. Make sure that you are in balance. And slowly down. To then bend your knee, maintaining the axis on the ball of the foot. And stretching the leg. And we repeat with the other leg. We now stand on the right leg. The left leg is off of the floor throughout the entire exercise. We move our axis to the ball of the right foot and we rise on our highest releve, slowly and controlled. Make sure that the entire body is active and your posture is correct. Slowly we go down with the heel on the floor once again, keeping the axis on the metatarsal. We bend the knee, making sure that it falls between the first and the second toe, and we stretch the leg. And once again, we rise up slowly and controlled. And we go down, make sure that your posture doesn't change. And we bend the leg. The more we bend, the more the spine lengthens towards the ceiling. And we stretch. And last time, up, slowly and controlled. Use your support as little as possible. Find the balance in your body. And down. And bend the knee. And stretch the leg. And without the support and standing on 2 feet, we rise up on our highest releve, maintaining the ankles aligned. And we bend the knees, maintaining the ankles as stretched as possible, and we lower down our heels, slowly and controlled. And we stretch the knees, and we reverse. We bend the knees, we stretch the ankles on our highest releve, and we stretch the knees, and we lower down, slowly and controlled. And 2 more times. Up, bend the knees, down the heels, and stretch. Reverse, bend, high up the heels, stretch the legs, and lower down the heels slowly and controlled. Last time. Up on your highest releve. Keep your highest releve whilst you bend the knees. Lower down the heels. Stretch the legs. Reverse and bend. Up the heels. Stretch the knees. And lower down the heels. Again on 2 feet, we rise up on our releve. We move our weight to the right leg. And we find the balance there for a few seconds, lifting the left leg off of the floor. And we put down the left leg to move to the left leg. Find the balance. And down on 2 feet. And again, rise up to the right, find your balance. And to the left, find your balance. And down on 2 feet. And last time, up, to the right, and to the left, and down on 2 feet. Last exercise. We step forward with the left leg. We make sure that we reach the axis on the metatarsal of the left leg, and we leave the right leg projected back with no weight, but just the tip of the big toe on the floor. From here, we rise up on the left leg, and then we find our balance by lifting the right leg off of the floor for a few seconds. And down on the heel. We go to the side step with the same principle. We step, we find the balance on the metatarsal of the left foot. We keep the tip of the big toe of the right foot on the floor. We go on a releve, and then we find our balance. And down on the heel, and we go to the back. And we step backward, we find our axis on the metatarsal of the left foot. We go up on a releve, and then we find our balance. And down on the heel. Front, releve, find balance, down, to the side, side, releve, find balance, down, to the back, back, releve, find balance. And last time, front, releve, balance, down and side, releve, balance, down and back, releve, balance, down, to repeat with the other leg. Step forward with the right, find your axis, up on your highest releve, and find the balance. And lower down to go to the side. Step, axis, up, and balance. And lower to the back. Step, axis, up, balance. Down, repeat. Forward, up, balance, down to the side, step, axis, up and balance, down to the back, step, axis, up and balance. And last time. Step, up, balance. Lower down to the side. Step, up and balance. Lower down to the back. Step, axis and balance. And lower. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumb up and to register to my YouTube channel. And if you want to be timely notified about all the new releases, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Practice at home and enjoy your technique exercises.